How's it going, guys? It's Brian. Again, I know it's been a while since I made a video, but life happens. You know, I got a new job, responsibilities kicked in. My action camera, the microphone is all goofy and can't record sound without it being distorted, so I wanted to do POV videos and whatnot and couldn't because of that, so everything just kind of fell by the wayside. So I apologize, but in any case, like I said, I got a new job, pays a lot more, and for that reason, my wife and I made this semi-impulse buy, and we bought a new, to us, 2019 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited JL. So this is the sport trim, and it's actually a Sport S because it has a package or two on it that the base sports or the sports don't come with. I'll get into that a little later, and don't worry, you know, the TJ is still here. Did not end up selling him or trading him in. We just put a down payment on the other Jeep, but still here for now. Depends how much I can battle my wife on not selling it. I don't know if it's going to stay here, or it's going to go out to pasture, but hopefully I can hang on to it. You know, if I do, it'll probably be a dedicated woods Jeep, trail runner, beater, what have you. And, you know, the Mustang's still in here kicking. Got to actually bring it in Monday to get some suspension work done. There's some items on the undercarriage that have some wear and tear on them that I think need to be addressed. And something with the brakes, but I digress. So, this is our Wrangler. It's in this reflex silver, or just silver if it's reflex. I think it's actually Volkswagen. Sorry, it's whatever Jeep calls their silver, you know, color trim. Has 70,000 miles on it, or it did when we first took ownership of it. We've been driving it a lot since we got it Thursday, so it probably has a little bit more. It's bothering me. Leaf. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. You know, it's a fleet vehicle, so you never really know. But, you know, it's got little cool doohickeys here, the little Easter eggs. Got the Jeep there. The Sandal logo there, or icon, I should say. It's bare bones, it's basically a blank canvas. Don't plan on doing much to it because, again, it's going to be a daily driver SUV. So I'm not planning on lifting it. I'm probably going to get different tires because I'm not a fan of having these all seasons on this Wrangler. They're not that bad. You know, it was pretty slick outside last night because it was raining, and we went to a Halloween party. And I didn't have any issues with traction, but I feel like when it starts snowing, if it starts snowing, you never know anymore, but that might change. Other than that, it's got the base 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 in it. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 2.0 liter turbo motor, which, you know, it's bittersweet. I mean, a 3.6 is a tried and true motor on this vehicle, and, you know, the 2 liter I've heard good things about, but again, it's a simple V6. I'm okay with that. It's got a lot of get up and go, especially since it's mated with the 8-speed automatic transmission, which I love. It's smooth as butter. I'm really enjoying the drive experience with the 8-speed, and I'd say it arguably probably is get up and go that could rival my GT, because my GT is a 2017, so it doesn't have the 10-speed. It's got the old 6-speed automatic transmission that was in the 2015 to 2017 S550 Mustangs. Anyway, so that's basically it for the exterior. Let's go to the interior. All right, let's check out the interior here. Start her up. I love that opening sequence it does on the infotainment screen. It has the Jeep profile and then the little Jeep that runs up the imaginary hill. I think it's cool, kind of quirky, but I like it. So this has, like I said, it's the Sport S model or trim. So it has, the S signifies that it has the technology package, and then I think it's called the driver preferred or customer preferred package, which gives you the heated and automatic mirrors or motorized mirrors, electronic windows. I feel like I'm missing something else, but that's what it includes in that regard. And then the tech package gives you it's like a 7-inch screen upgraded from the base. So it has a touch screen, infotainment center, and it has the Apple and Android CarPlay, which is great because it's a really great system. I've only had one other vehicle that had something like this, which was my old 2015 EcoBoost. It had the Ford Sync. This is much better. I mean, I'd expect it to be because it's a 2019 model. But, so it has the infotainment center. It's pretty great. I really enjoy it. You have the Climatronic controls. So it has the Climatronic system, which is also part of I don't know if it's the customer preferred package or the technology package, but it has it, which is also a plus. I think for all intents and purposes, this is the same model that my mother-in-law, well, I guess now it's my brother-in-law's, because my mother-in-law gave it to him, but my brother-in-law has a Jeep down in Florida, a JL that is the Sport, and it's a blue 2-door, and it has all of this, and except it's the turbo version. That's the only difference. But it's great. I love it in here. I always looked at Wranglers because I'm so used to my TJ. It just bare bones, no comfort, no nothing, and just riding in this with all the tech and all the comfort, all the upgrades that they've done to this. It's amazing in here. It's a place you really like to be. You wouldn't expect it for a Wrangler. I forgot to mention this also has the hardtop. It has the Freedom panels, so you can pop these off. I popped these off at work, and it was enjoyable. There's something about having an open air drive in an SUV. It's a different feeling. I never expected it, but once you feel it, it's enjoyable. I'm rambling. Sorry, guys. So this has the basic 4-wheel drive because this isn't like a Rubicon or anything. There's no lockers, no limited slip diff. You just have the basic Jeep 4-wheel drive system. So you have, 2 high, which is 2-wheel drive. You have 4 high and then 4 low. And you do it the same way you do in all the other Wranglers. You can pop it into 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive from 2-wheel drive just by, I think you need to have the drive on, but you just pop it back and it's in 4-wheel drive. Put it in neutral, pop it all the way back. It'll disable auto park. It'll also disable your traction control. And that's how you get into 4 low. And then to go back, you just reverse it. Ooh, a little rough. Sorry about that. And, oh, I'm in 2-wheel drive. Sorry. Okay. Derp. But other than that, it's a really great ride. My wife and I also test drove a Jeep. Sorry. I don't know why I brain farted on this. Sorry, guys. I had 1 cup of coffee today. I'm actually going to get out because I'm tired of just sitting in here. But yeah, so my wife and I also test drove a Jeep Wrangler JK Rubicon from CarMax. It was a 2015. I liked it. It was very enjoyable. It had all the creature comforts because it was the Rubicon trim. It had the lockers on the front and rear and the electronic disconnectable sway bar end links. But we ultimately opted out of it because we test drove it, and within driving less than a mile, the minute we pulled it out of the dealership for a test drive, the check engine light came on. We went to a jug handle to turn around. We noticed there was a scraping noise coming from the underside, and it was just not a good feeling. And then when the dealer said they were going to repair everything. They called us and said, by the way, the radio broke, or the radio died, so we're going to have to replace that. And I was like, you know what, forget it. So we looked elsewhere, and I'm kind of glad we did, because even though this Sport isn't a Rubicon, you know, it has everything we need. I wasn't really planning on off-roading this. Like I said, I wanted to buy a daily driver SUV, and then have, this would be like my beater that I'd be taking off-roading if I ever did. But this is great. You know, we have room for the dogs, room for everything else. Super comfortable. You enjoy being in it. And that's really it. You know, I guess we'll do updates as they come. Hopefully I can get a new action camera sometime soon and maybe do a POV drive. And I think I mentioned we did buy this from Carvana, which is somewhat of a controversial way to buy a car in 2019, but so far I have no regrets, especially with this guy. So, new chapter in the hectic armada. We've got more and more vehicles. All right, guys. Till next time, take care.